Life wasn't always laughs for Tim Allen. Born Timothy Allen Dick in Denver, Colorado, Tim's childhood was upended when his father died in a tragic accident. The loss forced him to grow up fast, leaving a void he tried to fill with humor. After moving to Michigan and adjusting to a new family, Tim became the class clown, using comedy to cope. Making people laugh became his shield and his gift. In college, he studied TV and radio production, aiming to work behind the scenes. But friends saw his comedic spark and dared him to try stand-up. One night in Detroit, he took the stage and the crowd roared. That moment lit a fire in him. But his path took a dark turn. In 1978, Tim was arrested for cocaine possession and faced a possible life sentence. Cooperating with authorities, he served over 2 years in federal prison. Even behind bars, Tim used humor to survive, entertaining fellow inmates and learning to find light in the darkest places. Prison changed him, giving him a new perspective on life and comedy. When he got out, he was determined to rebuild. Tim's story is about resilience, turning pain into punchlines and setbacks into second chances. He emerged with a sharper wit and a hunger to make people laugh. The stage became his new home and comedy his way forward. Tim Allen's journey from tragedy to laughter was just beginning. He was ready to take on the world, one joke at a time. The lessons from his darkest days would shape the comedian and the man he'd become. Sometimes the best comedy comes from the hardest places. For Tim, laughter was survival. And soon, it would become his legacy. The world was about to meet Tim Allen, the comedian, and nothing would ever be the same. Out of prison, Tim Allen hit the comedy clubs with a new edge. His routines about manliness, tools, and the quirks of everyday life struck a chord. He grunted, joked about power tools, and poked fun at the differences between men and women. Audiences loved his Men Are Pigs routine, relatable, energetic, and hilarious. Tim's act wasn't just jokes, it was a performance, and he quickly became a Detroit favorite. Soon, he was touring nationally and landing spots on late-night TV. His 1990 Showtime special, Men Are Pigs, was a breakout hit. Suddenly, Tim Allen was a household name. His signature grunts and more power jokes became pop culture staples. Hollywood took notice. Disney executives saw his special and envisioned a sitcom built around his comedic persona. They approached Tim with the idea of a show that would capture his unique humor. For Tim, it was a dream come true, a chance to turn his stand-up into something bigger. From the comedy stage to the brink of TV stardom, Tim's journey was gaining momentum. He'd turned his struggles into stories, and his stories into success. The next chapter would make him a star in living rooms across America. Tim Allen was ready for prime time. The world was about to meet the Tool Man. His rise was proof comedy can change a life and a career. From Detroit clubs to national TV, Tim Allen was unstoppable. The stage was set for something huge, and Tim was ready to build it, one laugh at a time. The sitcom era was about to get a major upgrade, all thanks to Tim Allen's unique brand of comedy. Disney wanted a sitcom that captured Tim Allen's comedic spirit. Instead of adapting movies, Tim pushed for a show about what he knew best: tools, family, and the chaos of everyday life. Home Improvement was born, starring Tim as Tim the Toolman Taylor, a TV host who loved power tools but fumbled at home. His wife Jill, played by Patricia Richardson, was the smart, steady force in the family. The show's heart was in its humor and its warmth. Premiering in 1991, Home Improvement was an instant hit. Audiences loved the chemistry between Tim and Jill, the antics of their 3 sons, and the wise, mysterious neighbor Wilson. The cast clicked and the show became a family favorite. Tim's catchphrases, more power, and his signature grunt became national sensations. Home Improvement soared to the top of the ratings. It was more than a sitcom. It was a phenomenon. Tim Allen had built a TV empire from his own life and comedy. Every week, families tuned in for laughter, mishaps, and a little wisdom over the backyard fence. Home Improvement made Tim Allen a household name, and it changed the face of TV comedy. Tool Time, the show within the show, was comedy gold. Tim's dynamic with Al Borland, played by Richard Karn, was unforgettable. Al the straight man, Tim the lovable disaster. Fun fact: Richard Karn landed the role by chance after a traffic ticket led him to the audition. The mysterious neighbor Wilson, inspired by Tim's childhood, became iconic for his hidden face and sage advice. Behind the scenes, the cast was like family, with Tim's pranks keeping things lively. Real tool brands and creative set design made Tool Time feel authentic. Home Improvement ran for 8 seasons, creating lasting bonds on and off screen. The show's spirit was as real behind the camera as it was in front. Home Improvement revived the family sitcom, offering warmth and humor in a cynical era. It tackled real issues: parenting, marriage, and work, with heart and laughs. Tim Allen became America's favorite TV dad, earning over $1 million per episode at the show's peak. The sitcom's success opened doors to films, starting with Toy Story, where Tim voiced Buzz Lightyear. To Infinity and Beyond became as famous as More Power. The Santa Claus followed, cementing Tim's status as a movie star. Tim Taylor wasn't a perfect dad. He was flawed, funny, and real. That made him relatable to millions. Home Improvement redefined masculinity on TV. Tough, goofy, but always loving. Tim Allen's impact on comedy and culture was undeniable. He proved that laughter and a little vulnerability could change television. His career was on fire and his influence was everywhere. The legacy of Home Improvement was just the beginning. After Home Improvement, Tim Allen's star kept rising. He voiced Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story sequels and became a holiday icon in the Santa Claus films. He starred in comedies like Galaxy Quest and Wild Hogs, showing his range. In 2011, he returned to TV with Last Man Standing, another long-running family sitcom. Tim's brand of comedy, relatable, heartfelt, and hilarious, remained a hit. He built not one but two sitcom empires and became a voice for generations. Tim's journey from tragedy to triumph is a testament to resilience and laughter. He still performs stand-up, connecting with fans old and new. Tim Allen's story is about finding light in the darkness and sharing it with the world. And for that, we can all say, more power to him.